Hello, welcome. My name's Greg. Today I'm going to be taking you through a bit of a resource if you're just starting out on your fat loss journey. You're not too sure how to really get started. Today I'm going to give you some key tips to hopefully get the ball rolling and start seeing some results, okay? So there's three different areas I'm going to speak to you about: nutrition, training, and then sustainability finally. Okay, I'll try not to keep it too long. I'll try not to ramble on too much. Firstly, we're going to look at the nutrition. You're probably confused with how many calories you need to eat each day and what to eat. To work out how many calories you need to eat to see fat loss, it's a simple calculation, all right? Get your body weight in pounds, times this by 10. That's roughly the amount of calories you should be eating every day to see weight loss. Now, I say roughly, this might not be 100% accurate. To work out whether it's working or not, simply weigh yourself at the start before you start on that number, then weigh yourself again after 2 weeks. If the scale's changed and gone down, then brilliant. We know you're in a calorie deficit and you're starting to lose some weight. If not, it's no worries at all. Just simply draw back another 150 calories from your daily total. So take off another 150 calories and then do the same process again. So weigh yourself again in 2 weeks' time and see if fat loss has occurred then. You might be thinking, but Greg, how do I know how many calories I'm eating every day? It's quite simply, what I want you to do is go on your phone, download MyFitnessPal. You've probably heard of it before. MyFitnessPal is really simple and easy to use. It will ask how many calories you want to set yourself and then just simply smash in the number you got from the calculation before. How to use MyFitnessPal, right? There's many different ways to use it, okay? The easiest way to use it is by scanning the back of the things you're eating. So the barcodes, you might have, say, a chicken wrap, just scan the back of it and you can plug that into your daily intake. Like anything, it's going to take a bit of practice to get used to, but after around about 2 weeks, you should feel comfortable and confident using it. One last point I'm going to say nice and quickly is always overestimate as opposed to underestimating. So if you're unsure on something like how many calories it has in it, I'll say overestimate, because we prefer you to have a few extra calories on your calorie intake rather than being under and you've actually eaten maybe 200 above what you think you're at. Because there can be a lot of user error with MyFitnessPal. Protein's the next thing I'm going to speak about. All right, protein, you hear it all the time. Everybody says eat more protein, but why? Okay, protein's a key element for fat loss for many different reasons. If you're not getting enough protein in during the day, you're not going to feel full, and therefore you're more likely to eat over your calorie allowance for the day, your calorie intake. To work out how many grams of protein you need to be eating every day, another simple calculation: get your body weight in kilograms, times this by 1.8, and then that's roughly the amount of grams of protein you should be eating every day. Fats next, don't go anything under 30 grams. So 30 grams should be your absolute minimum on the fats per day. And then carbs are simply going to make up the rest of the remaining number. I'd say eat 150 grams of vegetables or fruits with every meal you have. Veg and fruit is higher in fiber and therefore it's more likely to keep you fuller for longer. Rates of weight loss. Okay, this is an important one. We don't want to be losing weight too quickly, all right? I'd say no more than 2 pounds per week. However, in the first couple of weeks, it's quite normal to see a bit of a quicker loss than that, as it's something new for your body and it's sort of just adapting to that. But if it continues to be over 2 pounds per week after 4 weeks, then you need to be looking at adding in back some calories. So maybe you chuck on 200 calories extra onto your number from before, okay? The last thing we're going to speak about on nutrition is the 80 to 20 rule. So think about during the day, you want 80% of your daily intake should come from high value foods such as eggs, vegetables, low fat Greek yogurt. Then the next 20%, you can have a bit more freedom with it. Okay. You can eat your bagels, your cereals, maybe a chocolate bar in there as well. I've put at the bottom here, drink water. Okay. You should be drinking at least 2 liters of water every single day. Sometimes you think that you're really hungry, but it actually just turns out you're dehydrated. So you need to keep that water coming in throughout the day. Right, the next thing we're going to speak about is training. If you want to look better and toned up, or I don't really like that word, but if you want to be toned up, then you should be incorporating some sort of weightlifting routine. I strongly recommend doing a full body split. So going to the gym on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. So you've got rest days between each session, and then you also get the weekends off. However, if you're completely new to the gym and never been before, then starting out with just 1 day a week is enough. It might not seem like a lot at the start, but it's 100% better than what you're doing at the moment, okay? If you can get consistent with going once per week for a month, then you can look at adding in 2 sessions onto that. and then do 2 sessions for a month, and then add in another one once you're consistent with the 2 sessions and get all 3 in. Here's a list of some exercises I'd recommend you add into that training split. So leg extensions, incline Smith machine / chest press on the bench press, lat pull down, lateral raise, quad extensions, hamstring curls, seated rows, tricep pull downs, bicep curls. Okay, aim for 4 sets of 10 exercises. 4 sets of 10 reps per exercise. Don't do all these exercises in one day. Pick out around about 5 to 7 of them. Try and keep it quite balanced between legs and upper body. All right. A lot of people, when first starting out on their fat loss journey, think, right, I need to go to the gym and spend loads of time on the treadmill and the rower. Look, don't get me wrong, these things are great. But if you're a busy person, there's no point spending that time in the gym in the cardio section. You're so much better off spending it in the weight section, actually building up your muscles to look better, because there's other areas that you can get that cardio in from. Here's a few ideas that I've put down. So you could go on a walk during your lunch break, walking the dogs, walking the kids to school, cycling to the shops, cycling to work. You could jog into work as well. Obviously, once we build up from the walks, we can maybe increase it to a jog. I put here, try and complete some sort of cardio every single day, just for your heart health and just general mental health. Getting out in fresh air and getting your body moving, getting your heart rate up is so good for you. I've put start small as well and build on it from there. Don't go straight into running 3 days per week if you've never ran before. A lot of people are quite extreme. They like to start at nothing and then go straight to everything. And then obviously after a while, you sort of miss a few sessions and then go down and down and down. You want to go small. Maybe you just start off with a 10-minute walk every day, okay? You do that for 2 weeks, and then you do a 15-minute walk every day, and then you just slowly build it up, and we can slowly progress it from there. Right, the last thing I'm going to speak to you about today is sustainability, okay? Look, anybody can lose weight, and I bet you've had some sort of weight loss results from short-term diets in the past. Look, I 100% get it. These short-term diets do actually help you lose weight. However, they never talk about how to sustain it after the diet is up. This then leaves people in the dark and then causes them to gain back on the weight that they've initially lost. And then where do you think they're going to go when all the weight's back on again and they're wanting to lose weight again? They're going to go back to the people that got them the weight loss in the first place, okay? A lot of times these diets are just like so extreme, and you could probably keep it up for a month, 2 months, and you get maybe 2 stone loss. But then you're going to put it back on again because they haven't put the foundation into place for you to be able to sustain it for that longer period of time. They haven't factored in things like nights out, drinks, meals, out with the family. So how you want your journey to look and to be different is you want to focus on making a change that's going to feel sustainable for lifetime, to stick to forever, right? We're not thinking 2-3 months down the line. We're thinking, right, the rest of my life, what can I do that feels sustainable forever? Think about, these nights out, these drinks, they can all be factored in, but you just need to know where to give a bit more and to take a little bit more away sort of from your daily intake. But look, if you have a night out or you have a meal out with a family, your progress has not stopped at all. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Hopefully you've got something out of this. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.